To me, education is freedom. It's the chance to do things that you can just imagine in your mind, and then education lets you go and do them. I was a great reader when I was growing up. I grew up in a difficult neighborhood, and the most important thing to me was to imagine a different world. So education to me is the freedom to go do whatever you want, wherever you want, and to have control of your own life. And so that's why it's been so important to me.
Education to me means the opening of your mind. One couple stands out. This is a couple, Vic and Adrian, who I met just at the end of their service in Malawi. What he said, the most proud moment of his entire service was when that young man knocked on the door. Mr. Vic, I know that you and your wife are leaving today, and I just wanted to tell you, I know that when I grow up, I'm going to treat my wife like you treat yours.
I think we all learn from one another, and so really creating situations in which students, faculty, people in general can cross into other cultures and other regions of the world and see that everyone is human at their core, and also learn from one another that we all have some unique things to bring to the table. That's very rewarding as well.
Okay, so education, as I think about it, means developing the skills in kind of a formal way to be able to manage and handle life and life's experiences. I think education also has to do with culture, understanding, because you think about it, it's not always the classroom.
When I think about educating my students, more than anything, I wanted to light a light in them of curiosity. And I think if you have curiosity, you'll always be educating yourself.
I think it means a lot of different things in a lot of different contexts. But in so many ways I've devoted my life to it, so it's something I should be able to be articulate about. From a very specialized area, you can specialize in certain parts of education. You can gain an in-depth knowledge in various fields. From a general point of view, you can learn about many different disciplines or areas of interest. But ultimately, I think both generalized or specialized, it has to be meaningful.
Don't know who you are.
Exactly.
You know, really, until you go through the process of learning and experimenting and getting to know people and traveling. Until you've done that, you really are not sure where you want to be.
It starts when one is very young, being exposed to art, literature, music, and continue through a lifetime, and should not be particularly narrow. And one can certainly, I think, combine professional career interests, but also having a much broader base education, because we live in such a complex world that all of those threads together form kind of our humanity.
For me, the most important kind of learning, however, education has to do with discovering one's own gifts. I think the word education comes from two Latin words, educere, to draw forth. Who am I? What's inside of me? What are my gifts? What are my vocations in the broader sense? What am I called to do or to be as a human being?
I think education is time for adventure. And if you're too vocational, you cut out all of the risk and the opportunity that awaits you. And it would be a big mistake to do that. Why be a bean counter from your first day in college?